All righty. Big Boys neighborhood, I just got a thumbs up that we are live right now.
Yes, sir.
We are live, man. And when we say live, we had to break in live for our YouTube channel. This right here was just handed to me. All righty. Tory Lanez stabbed in prison. Tory Lanez stabbed in prison. Literally, we were going to do an uncut today, just about kind of like, hip hop, our genre. Are we role models? Are we role models? And then literally, I went to the restroom. When I came back, Luigi was like, our live changed. Yep. And our live changed because it reportedly, and they're still putting it together. We're putting it together as well. Tory Lanez stabbed in prison. And we went on to TMZ, Lou, and TMZ says
Tory was in the yard of California Correctional Institution of Tehachapi Monday morning when another inmate stabbed him, according to multiple sources, including one in law enforcement. So I guess he was rushed to a nearby civilian hospital in Bakersfield on an ambulance. Other than that, at the very end, what they're reporting is that his stabbing injury is non-life threatening.
Right. Then you go into other sites and you're in critical condition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Yeah, so, clickbait.
The Shade Room put up, the Shade Room spoke with
the member. I didn't say the name. Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
All righty. Oh, the Shade Room spoke.
Somebody spoke with the member of Tory's team who confirmed the news, revealing the rapper is currently in critical condition. We'll continue that.
And like we say, they got something that we probably don't know as of yet, but right now it's breaking news that Tory Lanez was stabbed in prison. Yeah. And it's wild because if they have taken him off of Tehachapi prison grounds, that means that, whatever they have there, the facility there, they couldn't work on Tory there.
Yeah.
So I don't know the actual, how broad it is from, something superficial to others saying that he's in critical condition, which is wild. And just like last week, if I'm not mistaken, they had a picture of Tory because he was talking about his new album.
Yeah.
And in the new album, the picture that they had, it was like him and his homies up against the wall. And it's like one of them prison photos. And Tory looked like he had put on some slides. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he was talking about the new album is about to drop soon. And then when we were talking about the new album that was dropping, he was literally recording himself in the prison. And it looked like he was like in, probably like in a day room or something like that. And he had to jump off his live because it was a fight going down behind him. But it's crazy because Jesus, you said it. You thought that he was PC'd up, like protective custody.
That's what I thought you would think, right?
But I think Tory's like on a serious main line.
Yeah,
like he on the yard.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, hey, kind of some street cred there. A little bit of street cred. Yeah. I don't know if that's a good thing or not because he's getting stabbed, but still, you know what I mean? He's rubbing elbows with the normal folks.
Yeah, I wonder what happened. And as we're live here with Tory Lanez, as you guys, we were just talking about Tory Lanez stabbed in prison. I'm wondering like what was behind it, because it take nothing, nothing big, but something to jump off. But I'm wondering what's behind it. Is it politics? Is it somebody trying to get at Tory the wrong way? And Tory's a stand-up dude too. You know what I'm saying? Is it a trickle down of, and not saying anything, but somebody, taking some Megan Thee Stallion beef or whatever, or just, some bravado.
Yeah, that's what the comments are already saying. Somebody's like, "Oh, what goes around comes around."
Oh,
that was
of course
Magnolia.
The comments gonna say that.
But then we have Erica who said, "I may not like him or his behavior, but I would never want somebody to be stabbed in or hurt in any way."
And it's crazy, man. Like, and I don't know whatever. It's, I got cut. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But in the prison, it's like makeshift. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just finding something. And not I want to be stabbed, but. Stab me with like a Ginsu or one of them good knives just gonna cut me.
That's what you're saying. Is this
don't open a file cabinet rod and shave that down and then just start poking me. And then you got masking tape on the other side. You done melted down a toothbrush with a razor on it. Like
that was
trying to slice me up, man. But Tory, of course, for those out there, and I mean, it's not a new story. Tory's currently incarcerated for 10 years. Lane's serving 10-year sentence for 2020 shooting of Megan Thee Stallion, which you all know. And I was talking about how the photo was posted last week. And it looked like, they're looking at appeals. They're looking at certain things to bring them home. A lot of people, you'll constantly see online, you'll constantly see, free Tory, free Tory, free Tory. Some people feel a certain way, but he was sentenced. So when you look at it now, it's like, damn, like it looked like he on the yard.
Yeah, and I think once more details and we figure it out whether he was the victim or maybe you just never know, bro.
Well, it's obvious he was the victim.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I don't think they haven't mentioned about anybody else being stabbed, but yeah, if it's something that could possibly give him more time,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Is it something that can...
And then knowing...
I hear that so many times.
I'm wondering how involved Tory is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like on the yard, or because even the pictures that I saw from last week,
yeah,
you know, he was standing up with two dudes, and it looked like he, you know, just like he's running his program.
Yeah.
But it looked like he's not running from anything. He's talking with people. When we saw the day room incident, when the riot broke out behind the fight broke out behind him, you know, I mean, he's moving. It appears like any other prisoner that's doing time in a California state, you know, correctional.
But that's the thing. Like, keeping it real goes wrong, though. I mean,
yeah,
I don't want to be too rude, because then these little situations happen and it can affect them.
Yeah, man.
Probably lose his life.
You sound like you'd be like you'll keep it real protective custody.
Oh, 100%. Whatever it takes.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll go to the security guards. Can I go with the private folks?
Yeah, man.
I'll clean toilets, whatever you need.
Where are the snitches and the former law enforcement?
I'm not trying to snitch, but trying to snitch. But
where do they put them at?
Yeah,
but as we're looking at it right here, it says attacker. He was attacked by another inmate. Yeah. The motive as of right now is unclear. No information on the attacker's identity or specific circumstances of the stabbing. But that man,
you had a good point.
That's a long, you know, that could be a long run ahead of him too, bro.
Yeah, you had a good point. Just with the pictures that he's posting, able to record in there, it seems like he's very comfortable, or he can manage. He's getting the equipment to do the recording. So,
because remember, like in September last year, they seized his recording equipment. And when you listen to Tory's stuff, he sound like he recording a like record plan or some shit like that.
So it seemed like he's definitely taken care of. Like he's met somebody in there that is allowing him to do this,
right?
Because you can just go in there and, you know what I mean,
right? But yeah, he got phone and everything. You know
so he has some privileges. So I wonder what was happening, if it was something directly or something that, like you said, it was just from what I've heard, because my cousin's been in and out, it's like once it goes down, it goes down.
Yeah.
Right. Like you just got to protect yourself, dog.
And it's obvious, of course, it feels, you know, I mean, it's Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
You know, it's not on accident that Tory was attacked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just start to wonder what's behind the actual attack.
Could it possibly give him like less time?
No.
Last time?
No, not less.
Nah. It is nah. You know,
if
that's the case, everybody getting stabbed in there.
Yeah.
They'd be like, man, poke me, bro. Like,
this is gonna be
taking 2 years off your whole get down, man.
Wow. This is gonna be insane if we find out it's over like a honey bun or something. I swear.
But
to God.
you know what?
If it's over a honey bun, dude?
Let me tell you, you know, like some soups.
Yeah, some soups or something.
Me 4 soups, man. Looked at me wrong. Yeah. But no, you know what it is? Like but that's exactly what it could be. It could be something so small.
Because in there it's big.
To whatever it is, you know, and I mean, it could be jealousy. It could be Tory Lanez having the money on his books that other people can't have. It could just be because it's Tory Lanez. It could be somebody that felt like Megan Thee Stallion. I'm doing this for her. You know,
or maybe they want clout.
And Tory not no step back. If y'all know Tory, he'll go straight to it. You know what I'm saying? He'll go straight to it, man. And I don't think that he's on the yard being anything other than the Tory that we've known when Tory was out. Do y'all remember when Tory had a problem with Travis Scott?
No.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
in the trailer.
In the trailer, you told him like, "Yo, we want to like go hands. Let's go hands. Throw hands,
man.
Yeah, let's go catch a fade real quick. Come in and out." I remember that.
So I mean, Tory's Tory.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not too many people will say, "Oh, I'm going to mainline. I'm going to go on the yard." You know, and I'm just wondering were there any threats beforehand?
Yeah.
And being on the yard, because you know, I mean, that's where to go down at. You know?
A lot of people in the comments are blaming Megan Thee Stallion, and they're like, "I
they
blame
will,
Megan."
honey.
It's an easy,
But like,
easy go to. Yeah.
And people are like, "Did he pass away?" And there's other people in the comments like,
"Yeah,
no,
there's
it's
some
not
sites
like...
already as we're googling. I'm not even googling because there's just some sites he dead already. You know what I'm saying? And like we're saying, as we're sitting here and as we're live with Tory Lanez stabbed in prison, we don't know where this story is going because it is literally breaking as we're talking. We're refreshing pages right now. But the one thing that we do know with Tory Lanez being stabbed in prison, and how we were saying, they took him to a facility off the yard. Yeah, and so if that's the case, then there's something there that they couldn't actually help him with in the prison.
Yeah,
system.
getting helicoptered to a hospital, it doesn't sound good. It sounds
they said he was helicoptered.
No,
I mean, I'm guessing.
Oh, there it is.
I'm guessing.
The key word is.
I heard it was choppered in. I
The
thought
key
you
word
read it.
said, I'm guessing.
By ambulance.
I don't know.
By ambulance. My bad.
By ambulance to a hospital in Bakersfield for treatment.
I said that.
Yeah.
The movie in my head, man.
Man, so yeah, they had to clear out the prison.
Yeah.
And
In my head, he beat up 20 people too.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna say, they really on the yard like,
yeah, that's hilarious.
come on in, he's right here.
Yeah,
he's right here.
When they make the Tory Lanez movie, I'm telling you, that's
scene.
If he's in a
you
helicopter,
you just make it right now with the bullshit?
Yeah, I can write it.
Was there.
And you know what it is, man? Looking at when the court dates, right? When you saw certain things, even with the court date, you saw the parents, his dad felt like he was kind of railroaded.
Yeah.
That he didn't get a fair shake. And sometimes, man, with notoriety and being a public figure, sometimes those things happen as well, But it was, man, when Megan first got shot, it was like, it was all over the place.
Yeah,
man. It was like, go
the
ahead,
comments are so mean right now. Like, I can't, people are fighting back and forth.
Jace. Let me see that note.
But a lot of people are saying that we're not canceling Megan Thee Stallion. We're canceling the judge who blamed him. And then they also said that, this is Troll Baby, said Tory Lanez always tried to act hard. Then he finally got what he wanted.
Right.
People get hit in prison every day.
You know what's wild about that, man, is that comments and social media has like no chill.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
And they'll take anything and they'll run with it. We're trying our best. And you try your best to be factual.
Yeah.
And if you don't have facts, it's just what we know.
Right.
Yeah.
But man, they over there like, yeah, Megan sent somebody.
Yeah, they're like, R.I.P.
Stab him. Yeah.
That's wild.
And even Louis was like, yeah, somebody was like, yeah, they stabbed him in the foot, like a foot for a foot. Like, stop
Foot
it.
for foot is
Yeah,
crazy.
you know what I'm saying? Like, no longer eye for an eye. You know what I mean? Make sure this motherfucker got blood all up in his Nike shoes, but
there's so many different sources, so many reports out there. So
it's really going now. As we're refreshing pages, it's really going.
And we're just reporting what other people are reporting, chat. Don't get mad at us.
Yeah.
Right.
We already said that some people are like halfway reporting that he passed away, but he hasn't. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
We're not saying he passed away.
I don't want to be first.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be first at all. I just want to be as accurate as we can be and just have a conversation.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody saying, oh, he's such and such. And I'm like, I don't know that.
Right.
So I don't want to be first with my credibility. And people say, oh, they heard it here. I'm going by what I saw on TMZ. And then there's some of these, other sites that's popping things up. And when you look at the other sites, and I knew that anywhere that you went, Megan's name was going to start.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Megan,
of
you know what I'm
course.
saying? Like, if anyone that's probably like, damn, it's probably Megan. Because now it starts all this conversation up again.
Yeah.
There's just sometimes where she may not wish him, the best of will, but she probably don't wish him any ill at all either. But now it's like, oh Lord, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go once again.
And
you know what's scary about that, man, is people literally take on a situation. They have such a standpoint that they will hate you for something that has nothing to do with them. And we've seen it all the time. East Coast, West Coast beef, this beef, that beef, somebody upset, team Nikki, team this, team that. Right. It's always some shit that's going on.
Yeah, it's true. Chris Brown.
What are they saying just on social media, or what is our chat saying?
Our chat is people are arguing back and forth or going back and forth. Some people are like, he passed away. And then we have other, like, our listeners are like, no, he's alive. Yeah. He's like, okay, he's in the hospital. But a lot of people are saying, man, how about we pray for Tory? Like,
right.
That's one thing that a lot of people aren't really saying.
Right. Y'all want to pray for him now? Look at it.
There's some mean people out there.
So like here in the UK,
you say there's some mean people? Oh, yeah. People are wishing bad things upon him.
Yeah, they're saying that here in the UK.
Worst parts?
Yeah.
That's probably the worst comment I've seen so far.
And you're gonna read it, huh?
Yeah.
He set that up. He was like, man, you started off by holding up the Tory Lanez stabbed in prison.
I want to tell you. No, I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
he was like, man,
no,
you saw that. He was like, man, people say some of the worst stuff.
You
want to read one? What is it, man?
This one says, release the name of the inmate who stabbed Tory Lanez so I can put money on his books.
Oh, wow.
Come on.
It's just a poet and his Venmo is.
Send it to you.
That's right. Send it to me. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Chill, man.
Yeah, it's insane.
Somebody said prison is on 24-hour surveillance. How did anyone manage to stab Tory Lanez?
Oh my God, dude! This is obvious. Whoever that is don't know shit about prison.
How does
they manage to get Tory Lanez? They got all this. Man, CEOs popping sales and all kinds of shit.
Security?
They probably knew he was gonna get popped today before he knew.
Wow.
The hell, like man, he's in prison. You know, like when you look at this, it's like, what the hell? What the hell, Leonte? Yeah, man. Like,
but Orion is saying that he paid someone to do it so he can find the way to get out early. It's kind of like what we mentioned, and I saw that comment a lot in our chat where people are like, this is his way out of prison. But you have to go back, don't you?
It is.
You can't get out.
Literally, he had maybe he looking out a window on his way to Bakersfield. Hopefully he can, you know what I'm saying? But people thinking that he had get out early, like, nah, man. Like if that was the case, I got like one of my partners did. Everybody got somebody that's locked up.
Yeah,
right. You know, if it was a case where it's like, oh man, you know, sorry, you got cut in that, you know, that such and such. Like we're gonna take 3 years off. Everybody be getting cut.
Imagine, but you.
I got one of my homeboys that went through all kind of programs just to get out early. He even had to say he was addicted to drugs. He never did drugs in his life.
Really?
But they shaved that time off.
Yeah.
So I know if he could have got a year or two taken off, he would have had somebody stab him.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, man. One of my partners, man, Goyo. When and this is before the Trump stuff. When he got upon his release, he got deported to Mexico. So they let him do like 17 years, and then they deported him. He was like, "Shit, if y'all would have just told me," he said, "I would have left 17 years ago." He was like, "I would have never came back."
Wow.
Yeah, man. I would have never came back, man. Yeah. So what's the chat saying now?
Maggie is saying, so did he get stabbed for real? Or, because I'm just hearing about this now. And then we have somebody.
We're just hearing about it now.
Yeah.
And the person's name is Maggie?
Maggie.
Uh-oh.
I wonder if they're going to
the old Maggie. Is that Maggie the Stallion?
Mike Jones is saying, is this the first? Mike Jones.
Damn, man. We got all the celebrities in our chat.
Yeah, we do. But he's asking, is this the first time Big Boy's gone live?
No. Dude, I mean, live like this. I mean, literally to the point where like, man, we got to go.
Yeah.
We definitely got to go live. Now watch all this in about an hour or two. All this shit don't play out.
Yeah.
We'll be like, got him.
Yeah.
It wasn't even Tory. We got TMZ. We got
But that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, is it going to be like live footage? Are we going to see something later?
I don't know.
I mean, everything's recorded.
You don't know what. Yeah, of course,
everywhere.
somebody was saying that everything is recorded, so they should have saved Tory. You know,
right?
Like that's what they do in prison. But yeah, like as we're sitting here live, man, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of unfolding. It's gonna be a lot of unfolding, and then it's like, damn, like who got Tory?
That's what Too Much Sauce says. Who put the hit? Who put a hit out on Tory?
Yeah, it's who.
And what's the reason behind it too? Because I mean, yeah, it could be something with Megan, but at the same time, it could just be something that
it could be just something on the yard. It could be money. It could be on the books. It could be dude think he too much. It could be jealousy. You know, like and I'm telling you, man, after something like this, after getting stabbed up, I wonder. And first off, I want brother to be okay. You know what I'm saying? First, I want him to be okay. I want to come back and do a live and say, oh, you know, it was superficial or he's good, you know. But I'm wondering, do you come back to, you know, mainline or to get in the yard, or do you go PC'd up?
Yeah.
Do you go protective custody?
Can they change prisons if he was really
he can get a switch, but it depends on who got him.
Yeah.
Like where do you go? You know what I'm saying? What yard do you go to? It depends on who stabbed Tory. What yard do you go to?
That's true.
Where if it's an organization where that doesn't exist. If it's an individual, okay, maybe somebody get moved, whatever it is. But for somebody to stab Tory, they weren't worried about either getting caught or, you know what I'm saying? Like, so whatever it is, it was serious enough to go after Tory Lanez.
Maybe he dissed someone on the album. Somebody in there
on the jail album.
I think I might be up to something.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you could be. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
You don't sound any more ridiculous than these people in these comments. You know what I'm saying?
Like I'm trying to investigate this comment that Damien left, and he said he's okay. My aunt works at the hospital. And I was like, does she really? Yeah, I'm like, does she really work?
And she just having to call him.
That's I'm like, she's not gonna call him.
There's no HIPAA in Bakersfield where there's no HIPAA laws where you just get on the phone and call your cousin.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, no way.
He's on a break right now.
Yeah, you won't believe who's here. You won't believe this, man. You know that Tory Lanez.
Tory Lanez.
What's Tory Lanez? Lanez, baby, Tory Lanez is here.
The foot shooter.
Yeah,
the foot shooter. He was.
What was got the story all fucked up?
Yeah.
Like, what was that Cardi B's husband's name?
Oh my God.
No, not him. Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah. Oh yeah.
On set.
Yeah, Tory Lanez is here, and they said he got. And what the person say that he's okay?
That the aunt said he's okay. That was Damien's aunt.
Oh, there you go.
Hey man, do you remember when COVID went down? Everybody had some relative that worked for like the CIA or the Pentagon. Do you remember that?
Yeah, we had somebody here that was telling us like, yeah, it's gonna be like a martial law or something. And
yeah, man, that was AO, right?
Oh no, it was one of the buildings.
Yeah, but now everybody gonna have an insight to what happened on the yard with Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, man, we're doing this live. And if it comes out to be bigger than what it is, I would never go live on this motherfucking subject. You know what I'm saying? It's too many things going on and too many politics. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but it seems like it may have been something on, on the politics side.
Yeah,
and who did it come from?
A lot of people in the comments keep blaming Meg, but somebody named Gifted on YouTube says people love to see other people in bad positions. I thank God I never have been that person. If that happened or not, God bless the man. Which I feel like is the thing. Like a lot of people, we are like, there's a lot of memes online that are really mean, but it's like somebody did get hurt at the end of the day, no matter which way.
Right. And then there's going to be somebody too, Ani, that says, he deserved it.
There are in our comments.
Somebody's gonna say it. Somebody gonna say karma. Somebody gonna say what goes. I can imagine.
It's wild how people are kind of blaming this on Megan when it's like this is something that happened years ago. Like he's in prison because of that. And why are you guys bringing her up?
And that's why I'm saying Megan probably got up today, or after working out in them green pants that we loved you in that time. And it's probably got to be like, shit.
Right.
Here it is. My name is gonna be mentioned.
And something that she probably most likely has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, man. 10-year sentence, 2020 shooting a Megan Thee Stallion. All righty. We'll see, man. At this moment, there's not too much more that I can say. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Say it again, huh?
No updates. I keep refreshing TMZ to see if anything new's coming up.
Yeah, I tried to call Harvey from TMZ, but I guess they do TMZ live around this time. Or he's probably stacking up the story too. I was just gonna put him on speaker without him knowing.
Oh, that would be
awesome. Like, hey, what's going on, man? What the hell is going on with Tory?
Right.
There's just a big difference with non-life threatening and then critical condition. Like that is two different.
Yeah, because TMZ says, are they non-life
threatening?
And then social media
says somebody knows somebody, a member of his crew, that says it's critical condition.
Right.
So it's like,
let me tell you, man.
There's no middle.
Whatever it is, I just don't know how to get stabbed. Like it's all gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good. And especially something rusty, like, man, And then my thing is this, man, and being attacked away from the house, like I can cut my finger at the house and and put a Band-Aid on, go sit on the couch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't live with people, that want to hurt me. And that's got to be crazy to be on the yard and living with people that want to hurt you, man. Tory Lanez stabbed in prison. We're talking about it live right here, man. And this is breaking news, so that's why we had to break in live. And at the moment, they're saying non-life threatening. And check and see what 50 Cent is saying on social media right now.
Got something to say.
No, because at one point, man, he was really, really riding with Tory.
Yeah,
he came into the neighborhood, man, and he had said something about, that did she really get hit and all that. And 50 was really going on talking about how he didn't feel like she really got shot.
Right.
And then after he came back to the neighborhood and he gave an apology to Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion versus Tory Lanez. The guilty verdict, everything.
I'm gonna apologize to Megan Thee Stallion. I said some things, and it was because on social media I posted things that when she said she was with Gail, and she said that were you intimate with Tory Lanez? And she said, what? And then it was like, no. And I was like, she's lying. At that point, I knew she's lying. There wouldn't be no reason for me to be around each other. But from that, it felt like she was lying to me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, little things would pop up, and I wasn't being supportive of her at that point.
You were a little more vocal.
Yeah, and the only reason why I felt like, at some point you should apologize, I should apologize to her, is because when I heard the phone conversation, that made me feel like, oh, now I know what happened.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, and I'm sure that was probably what swayed people in court too.
Yeah, and people would. I remember when that happened, people were like, "Man, 50 never apologizes."
Yeah,
right.
Like he never apologizes because he 50 was doing 50 at that moment, and he was saying certain things, and then when he heard the phone call with Tory talking to like Megan's friends, so on and so forth, he was just like, it's kind of different, man.
What was the nature of your relationship with Tory Lanez? Because
about.
he has led people to believe that it was a sexual relationship, that it was that you two were dating. What was the nature?
We were not dating. We were really close. We were friends. We hung out like every day. And his mom passed too. So when I felt like we were bonding over that. And
did you have an intimate relationship with him?
Like sexual?
Yeah. Did you, Megan, did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? Yes, that's my question.
I didn't have a sexual relationship with Tory.
Nah. Even Gail was like, come on. Hey man, when she said I didn't have a sexual relationship with Tory, that was almost like when Bill Clinton years ago when he was like, I did not have a sexual relationship with that woman. And Monica Lewinsky was coming downstairs doming him off, boy.
Yeah.
You know?
Damn.
You was a baby back then, Ani.
Oh man, don't remind me. Don't remind me.
You was a baby back there too, Mariana.
Like I have no idea.
Yeah. Anything else popping?
I don't see 50 Cent hasn't put anything up about Tory, but he did put up something about Diddy.
Oh, there we go.
Put a little statue of a little
and speaking of Diddy,
kid peeing.
Oh no.
Hey man, let me tell you, with 50
he's going in on Diddy because of what just came out in the courtroom.
Let me tell you, man. Now, Diddy, and I don't want to sway this live with speaking about Tory, but the jury selection has been done, from what I understand.
Yeah.
And that trial is about to start. And I'm telling you, man, for one, they're not allowing any cameras in there, which is even better. For Diddy. But no telling what you're about to see. Cassie's getting on the stand.
Yeah.
And maybe this would be one of those things where, in the court of public opinion, did he look a certain way in the court of public opinion? I mean, he's already, prosecuted.
Yeah.
But maybe in the court of law, you'll see something different. But I'm telling you, the things that we're probably about to hear from this case, we probably may hear something daily.
Yeah. Diddy's defense says that jurors are going to hear about swinger parties and all sorts of not safe for work topics in his sex trafficking trial, but they say the jury is not there to judge Diddy for his sexual preferences.
Hey man, Diddy was probably thinking, man, with Tory's being stabbed in prison, this is the one day where they're not gonna talk about it.
They're not gonna talk about it.
Yeah. And then here come Louis showing 50 Cent
because I knew go straight to 50, see what he's in.
Man, but Tory Lanez, man, whatever it is, whatever somebody feel about it, I'm just saying that I wish him goodwill. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself healthy, get yourself, whatever it is, whatever the bid is, the 10-year bid, whatever you do on top of that. But you never want to see, someone that's just like, if the story would have came back and it said Tory Lanez killed in prison, I don't know if I would have went live. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, and it's different when there's hope and it's unbreaking. And then at some point, man, like it'd be good when we can come back and say, hey, he's good. He's going to, switch prisons, whatever it may be. And I'm hoping that it doesn't come back and we have to say something different because I don't want to do that story. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that story. I'm not the person, or we're not the platform that does all this. But we were going live today or going uncut today anyway. And like I said, I was literally walking down from the restroom. And Louis held up a sign and it said, "Breaking news: Tory Lanez stabbed in prison." And I'm literally like, dude, like now I'm afraid to go urinate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Now I'm gonna have a bladder infection because every time I go urinate, I get bad news.
Some breaking news, bro.
Yeah, go ahead now. And Jesus, thank you so much for your input today.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys. The people needed to hear. The people needed to know, and I'm glad I was here for it.
Yeah, thank you so much. At one point, I forgot you was over there.
Some people wonder, what's his thoughts on this?
Hey, man,
the stabbing is real.
Were you a little quiet because you felt like you were gonna say something crazy, or you just?
I always held back, especially when it's live. I can say the wildest things, dude. I'm like, yo, this is wild, but it happens.
Right.
I'm off the cuff.
But he's probably one of the people in the comments.
Oh yeah. Jesus would be.
Give me some more comments before we wrap up.
Tim Carey. This is the latest one.
Tim Carey.
Tim
Carey.
Oh,
I just don't
you gotta
see
say that real fast. Tim Carey checked in with us. Wow.
Yeah,
we're blowing up.
Yeah, man.
But Tim Carey said, "I just don't see why Megan would lie about Tory shooting her, because people are going back and forth about, oh, free Tory. He's actually shouldn't be in jail. Other people are like, no, he deserves to be in jail. And then Mike Jones is still in here. I'll be sure Kim Porter's ex as well.
Oh, he's on
Fox.
Oh, he's talking about how I'll be sure said he will testify. I'll be sure came out, and I'll be sure is the mother of Quincy, which is Diddy's son, but I'll be sure is the father. You know what I'm saying? And these are all good people that I'm talking about, man, and people that I have cool relationships with as well. But yeah, I'll be sure said now he feel that Diddy was the reason why he got sick with that liver situation and why he almost died. He said he's like the last one kind of standing kind of thing, but Quincy came out, his son was like, nah, Diddy didn't have anything to do with it. These are the kind of things that we're going to see, even if it's not a person that's been subpoenaed, if it's someone that's not taking a witness stand, somebody that's not going to be in court, they're going to start even taking people that got a connection with this, I don't know if I'll be sure he got subpoenaed if he's going to speak. Yeah. But anyone that has something to say that's outside of it, that's not being subpoenaed or not being in the courtroom, they're going to do interviews as well. And that's why I say the court of public opinion is going to get even worse, because when I'll be sure came and said, I feel that this is what happened to me, and he said his name when it was always accusations. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, this is going to be a long ride for Diddy, man. It's going to be a long ride, and it's going to be a lot of things uncovered. You know what I'm saying? So we shall see on that one.
And then big also in the comments, we had Jonathan when we were playing the 50 Cent talking about Megan Thee Stallion. What he said is 50 is more into other people's business than his kids.
Oh,
that's what Jonathan said.
Don't say, man, you better not have no ad on there because 50 would have time.
At Jonathan Jins.
Oh, girl, 50 coming after you. But if I may do like a quick reset for those out there, if they're just joining us right now, breaking news, and we were speaking about this. Tory Lanez. All righty, Tory Lanez stabbed in prison. And we were just talking about it's a prison yard in Tehachapi prison. And they were saying that he was rushed to a civilian hospital in Bakersfield for treatment. At the moment, we were saying that with Tory Lanez being stabbed in prison, at the moment, TMZ said it was non-life-threatening injuries, correct?
Yeah.
And then when you go on to other sites, they're saying that he's in critical condition, which that's a broad,
right. It's either one or the other.
Yeah, or between. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we have so far, man. And like we were saying, Tory Lanez is serving a 10-year sentence for the 2020 Megan Thee Stallion. And if you've been watching some of Tory Lanez's story, Tory Lanez was recently just as close as probably like last week. There was a picture that was released from inside the prison, the same prison that he was attacked in. And you see that picture and it's like him and, two of his other homies. And Tory looked like, he looked like he'd been hitting the weights, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And doing what he could do, recording music. He said that this album is going to be one of his best albums. And that's what we saw when he was recording and he was on his live and, something broke out behind him. Yeah. And when you listen to what Corey's doing, I'm like, man, what Tory's doing, I'm listening to this. I'm like, man, what kind of equipment you got in there? Because remember, it was September 24th, as I see here, where his recording equipment, when he was doing that prison tapes project, they came and took recording equipment. Yeah. So that shows you right there, man, that, and not going behind the wall and saying anything different, but I mean, common sense would tell you that something's being brought in. The phone's being brought in. The recording equipment is being brought in. You know what I'm saying? So it's obvious that Tory has some kind of pull, and whatever the incident is that got Tory Lanez, stabbed while he was in prison, it can come from anything, man. It can come from jealousy. It can come from an argument. It can come from somebody sent down something. It could be somebody, everybody in the comments think that it's Megan Thee Stallion, which, stop putting that on the queen. Yeah, but you never know what it is. But we do know that he was stabbed. You know what I'm saying? And like we were talking about, Tory Lanez is not he's not a sit down dude. He meets it head on. Right. You know what I'm saying? And Tory Lanez is a fighter. So I don't see Tory Lanez getting in there and somebody just totally messing over him. You know what I'm saying?
Big, this is what Air Teat said in our chat right now, and I want to know what you think about this. But they said that just think of the lockdown and the cell searches Tory's album caused. Do you think that that's why a hit was put on it because people found something?
It could be any of that. It could be somebody in the organization saying you're moving different. Yeah. You're bringing something to us. Like, it could be any of that. It's any kind of politics that's happening in there.
Yeah, that make me mad. It's because of you now. I have to get searched.
Yeah, if I lost, if they came in myself, I lost visitation. If I lost, those kind of things. So you never just know. You don't know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know what it is. And my thing is this, man. There's times when Jesus, you'll bring up like at one point you were bullied.
Yeah.
And being bullied could, if you went to school at 8 o'clock, you got out at 2:45, 3 o'clock, you were kind of bullied in that time. And probably not every day, but you just felt a certain thing. Can you imagine living for 10 years with your bullies?
Yeah, that's insane. Like next to you. Yeah.
And they dislike you for whatever the smallest reason is. I mean, motherfuckers getting cut for fucking top ramen.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, wow.
That's currency.
Some people can get stabbed for passing gas.
Yeah,
disrespectful.
Man. Like one of my partners was like, "Hey, man," he said, one dude, didn't flush the toilet fast enough.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Man, are you a collector?"
Whoa.
And he was like, "What do you mean?" They were like, "Man," and they got him.
Yeah. Well, there's people that are there for like years and for their whole life, so it's like they don't have anything.
Yeah,
to lose.
don't bring nothing to me, and it's a whole different thing. Bunks, all kind of stuff. So.
Big boy, Jonathan is saying that Big Boy ain't lying. I just got out of jail 2 weeks ago, and dudes get you for the smallest and dumbest reasons.
Man, I wish we can get a number on him.
Jonathan?
Yeah. Is there a way to
DM
to do a DM? What are you reading off of? YouTube?
These are the YouTube comments. He also just said one guy didn't flush the toilet.
See, there it is, man. Hell yeah, you gotta do prison courtesy flushes.
Courtesy flushes. Yeah,
man.
I heard that you're supposed to hold it in until you like.
Jason said, read Cedric Green.
Cedric Green said, "Whatever happened, it wasn't random or a coincidence. Right. Prison is intentional, especially violence."
Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. You never know where that came from.
I feel like it's got something to do with that album.
Really?
I think so.
I don't know what it is. I just know that, She know it got something to do with the album.
With the music that he made.
What if he said somebody's name?
Yeah.
Like there's somebody really attached to be like, "Hey, hold on, man. This motherfucker talking about me."
Imagine. Wow.
What the fuck? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. That's what you want?
That's what you want.
Yeah.
I mean,
hey man, I think Wacko either been in prison or Wacko, our guy that worked with us. He laughing too hard off of some of this stuff.
I noticed that too.
Yeah, or he's shaking and like he's the only one in here, and Louis too. That we look at each other like,
yeah,
motherfuckers in here saying stuff without saying stuff. Like,
right.
Not at all, man. And Jesus, you grew up in Arizona. They got like a 95% conviction rate out there.
Yeah, big time. They'll put you in jail for no reason.
Hell yeah, man. I got one of my partners that said he never went to prison until he moved to Arizona.
Yeah, dude. Over there, they just look at you. Blinked. Get in the car.
Hey man, you never had no problems with the law in Arizona?
I was a good kid, dude. I was a good boy, dude. I didn't get caught. I was a good thief.
Yeah, man. You was a good kid, Mad City, though.
That's right. Good
I heard that.
City.
Heard that, Kendrick. Yeah,
that's right, dude.
He was like, just didn't get caught.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I just feel like he's hanging out with them. I don't know why he's not in PC.
Yeah.
Why not? I would do that 100%.
Custody.
100%.
I don't know, man. It's this whole keep it real thing too, though.
Keep it real. Look what it gets you.
Like I'm telling you, man. No matter what my so-called past is or whatever, if I got popped today, and they like, man, you even in county, they're like, man, you want to, man? I'm like, general population. I don't know. They'd be like, say hello. Say big boy. But you know how you get some shit where
nigga do a live show.
Yeah, man. I've been Hey man, but let me tell you, that'd be one of them things where, and it's easy to say that as you sitting here, right? Yeah. But that'd be one of them things where your short time will probably get you long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I don't know. Because I think that, and it's easy to say this with my freedom and my family and everything, but I don't know if I just, if you could just, and there's a whole politics and everything too, but if you just square up one-on-one, and I'm going to get more time at it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm going to get more time at it.
The thing about it is that you would think, like, just off the bat, you're like, okay, he's famous, he has a lot of money.
Yeah, man. Just that alone.
Couldn't the money protect him? Like, now we know that it's bigger than the money.
Can protect, it could protect him, but it's a different kind of protection. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he got the money for our books, he got the money for this, he got the money for, and not that that's what's happening, but yeah, going in, you can wiggle and so-called buy some safety. You know what I'm saying? Because you're the money boy. You know, and not saying that this is what Tory's going through, but yeah, you'll see cats that get in there and and they put money on books. Hey, Jason said read Tim Carey.
Tim Carey says you can't harm kids or women without answering to it. It was just his time. It came. Like you can't hurt a woman, which he hurt Megan Thee Stallion. So they're saying because of that,
that could be
his time came.
Yeah, but there's still a reason behind that,
Just that, like somebody getting upset that
the bad karma hit him for once.
You touched the old girl, but
rules are rules.
Yeah, rules are rules, dude. You can't be shooting people to the foots. You can stand in prison, dude.
Well, plural's feet, but it's
And
but I got you. What you about to say?
What do you think about this? And I'm curious too. But Carter Young says, I wonder if he's gonna have protective custody when he gets better and goes back.
That's what I was asking. Like, do you go back to General Pop to the main line to the yard, or do you just say, man, I'm not going back to that?
Do you have a choice? Or does he have a choice?
I mean, they can ask if he want to be PC'd up.
Really?
Like, yeah, man. Do you want protective custody?
I would for sure.
What is that? I don't know. I don't know why, but
I'm over here talking like I done did 10 years.
For real. I'm asking you
somebody on this shit.
That's what I'm saying. What does PC'd up make you look like after?
It depends on what he wanted to look like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I guarantee you, if you ask like somebody that care about him, not politics, not none of the other shit. If you ask his mom, she'll say, baby, go to protective custody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what would you tell somebody that's not used to the yard and saying, oh, fuck that, I got to get back. And if they run over the program, you can't tell them anything.
Yeah.
But if it was like somebody that I'm just knowing, like, hey, man, like, dude, what are you trying to prove by staying on this? They already done got you, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They done got you. And you can still be touched even when you go, PC'd upwards. But like, I don't know what I would tell my loved one.
Yeah.
Like, man, you gonna walk back through there? Like, bro, they I don't know where they hit him at, if it was a hit for a warning or if they was trying to kill this man. But whatever it is, somebody took something, bro, and they stuck that shit into your body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ow.
Like intentional. So from there on, do you come back? And then now am I coming back to wherever I'm at, wherever I'm being housed at? Am I coming back to get you now? And this 10 years turned into a life bid for me?
Yeah.
It's obvious already that you got a target on you for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Fame, money, Megan, whatever the fuck it is, you already, you're not programming right. The equipment being seized and somebody upset with you. And then where did it come from? Are you talking too much on the phone?
Yeah.
Did somebody trip because you had your phone in the day room? Like, you don't
privilege.
know what, you don't know what the fuck this is.
Too much
Yeah.
privilege.
And Carter says that protective custody makes you look weak when you out here talking like you're a gangster.
Got to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? What they say, I remember growing up, we used to say this. It was like this beautiful saying, man. I don't know if it was like Socrates or I don't know, but it was like profound, prolific. And it said, it was, I think it was live chicken, dead duck. Was that what it was? Yeah. I would dead. Was that Socrates?
Fuck around and find out.
That was Socrates. Yeah. Socrates once said, man, live chicken, dead duck. So I mean, man, keeping it real can keep you, it can keep you, it can cause
threaten your life.
Yeah. And maybe that keeping it real on the yard is where he's at right now. But that's Tory. Tory wasn't going to PC up.
And he's so young. I didn't realize how young he is.
How young is
32.
He? Yeah, man.
32.
Yeah. And no telling with this 10 what he really may do. But that's every day. Think about what we were just talking about. We were talking about, we barbecue for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
We went to concerts. We did this. Think about living all day with motherfuckers that's just either did less than you or more than you. Yeah. And especially if I don't give a damn because you got a date and I don't have a date. You know what I'm saying? And
nothing.
Yeah. And if I don't believe in, heaven and hell, fuck you. All right. And that's who he's living with. People think it's bad going home to their wife.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Oh man,
she rethink my life.
Yeah. What you got over there?
Denard says that he thinks that this kind of happened because he spoke too much on his song "Free Me."
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't know the exact lyrics, but that's what Denard says.
Can you pull up the "Free Me"
lyrics
on there?
But that's the thing. Sometimes in his music, when he was releasing it from prison, like he was saying things where I was like, "You do know you're still locked up and have time. Like, why would you say certain things like that?"
Hell yeah, be like C.O. Brown. Brought me in a phone.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you guys, it's gonna
Yeah,
be with
man.
that music.
And you know that Alvarez been in cocaine in his ass. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, what? Somebody, he said,
There is a
crying in the cell so many nights that I felt trapped. Or maybe that's not it.
Okay, there it is.
Nice.
Look at her. She's like, she over here reading the wrong shit. She over here.
That's his diary.
For 40 days and for 40 nights, the law was on her side.
Yeah.
Billie Jean is not my lover. That's the wrong song.
Wrong song.
Fucking page refresh.
That was the right song. Wrong bar.
These damn pages refreshing.
in a land far away.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. Oh, Tory
Wrong
Lanez
song.
just want to have fun. He just the wanna. He just the wanna. He just look now. Louis done left. Thank you.
He went
No,
to
he
go
print. He printing the lyrics. Right
Like,
now.
way to go.
He went to go print the lyrics.
But also, a lot of people in the comments, like Moy14 is saying, if he PCs up, it'll be worse for him because he's like, street credit is completely gone, but there's too many PC gangs. I'm not sure what that means.
Damn it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He won't even be safe in PC.
But and then somebody else in the chat was saying that.
And who was that? We can't get these motherfuckers' numbers that's in this.
Moy14, MOI 14.
Yeah, man. Moy, no. And I want him to just put a number in the comments. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. So they're saying that if you do that, it could be worse.
Yeah,
That's
it could be.
crazy.
Man. Damn, this is a long ass song, huh?
Yeah,
That's why you couldn't find it where it's like, look at this shit.
Yeah.
Who's gonna read all this shit? Only
I was
person
trying.
who can read all this shit is the one who wrote it.
Literally.
Jesus Christ.
I'm looking at the lyrics, but I don't think anything other than like 15 seconds will get you a life sentence, boy. Hey, I can't say I'm the same from last year. You can see the pain inside my eyes and I can't mask it. We was cutting metal off the bunk so we can stash.
Oh, there it is. So we
Shit.
can stash shit. There it is. That's one of
It
them.
could be. 500 on the Zelle will make him do gymnastics.
See?
Dang,
Is
there
he-
you go.
is he paying
Talking
somebody?
crazy.
See? There it is. Like that money is power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got all his back fades for these
All right.
Oh, okay. I see it. Right
Okay.
there.
Wow.
Tripping.
Let me you should probably let me read that lyric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me read that lyric.
Magician make you disappear, and that's a hat trick.
All righty. Well,
Huh.
there it is.
Moy is back.
Hey man, hold on. I was doing one of those dramatic things.
Oh,
Hold
sorry,
on.
sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, let him have it.
So let me
him have it.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna do it again. All right. There it is. Tory Lanez. All right, we can come back now. Yeah, all right.
That was a good moment. Right
Hey
there.
man, I just watch other people lives. I'm like, man, you're supposed to have like dips and
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
dip, and then you call off to people that people can't see. Like, Annie Wells, anything over there now?
Oh,
Yeah.
so much. The chat is going crazy. Right? It
Yeah,
really
man.
is going crazy.
Yeah, and then you got to direct them by the chat. Like, so what is the chat saying now?
Right now, Moy came back and he's like, he will get killed in PC. The talk is all about PC because
Hey,
someone
Moy,
want to use his recording.
And let us know, Moy, also, were you incarcerated and how long? So see if Moy, I don't know what kind of delay we running into.
Oh no, the chat is like going so fast right now. But people keep asking in our chat, did Tory Lanez pass away? Because there's another person trolling and saying they did.
Because even on TMZ where the story first started, because that's creditable, it said, story, pending kind of thing.
Yeah.
So what is TMZ saying now that we've been on
Let me see.
for the last 47 minutes?
The updates. Oh, there is probably an update. Here we go. Because it's a different headline.
Diego does say, "Big boy, hello."
Hello.
No,
Let me
there's
refresh
no
as
crazy
well.
update. I just changed the picture.
I'm updating now.
But yeah, it's I have a cousin who works in a prison up there. I wonder if that's the same one.
Somebody, Marky said, the same violence you sing about is in your face. Have a blessed day.
And you know what's
In caps.
crazy, man, is that Tory was in the yard, California Correctional Institution of Tehachapi, Monday morning when another inmate stabbed him. Right, That's crazy, man, because we started to go live. Like we were talking about going live at like 10.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What time did they stab this motherfucker? Was it like after burpees or some shit? Like,
After
like,
breakfast, what's going
somebody
on?
got up early for a stabbing. You know what I'm
After
saying?
chow time.
Hell yeah. That's
Oh.
an early morning stabbing, bro. Like,
Right.
You got energy to stab in that morning.
yeah,
I don't know.
that's a hit.
How many text messages do you think Megan Thee Stallion's getting right now?
Oh my God!
Did you hear?
I just want
your man's got stabbed.
Did you hear?
I kind of want,
Your mask.
I just kind of wanted them to stall her out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
She has nothing to do with this.
Well, I mean, people could, you know. What I mean?
Well,
I understand, Mariana. Yeah. But I can understand people going to make her as we see
all the comments. It's like probably 70% of the comments are like Megan, free Tory. It's Megan's fault. But Moy 14
hey man, what
did
would you do
reply.
if somebody, and I don't even say allegedly because convicted, shot your sister in her feet?
I can't say legally.
Right.
Not on this.
And then somebody, I wouldn't be sitting there saying, oh, you know, free such and such. You know what I'm saying? Like,
totally true.
It's different when you tell somebody, you know, like free Tory, then you see what the other side is. Now, if he was railroading and things were wrong, I don't know. I know in the court of law, this is what happened. And even from the, you know, the videos and, you know, him speaking a little bit on, you know, on the phone.
Yeah.
Like, so when you say free Tory, what message are you sending? That it's okay for anybody to get shot. Not Megan Thee Stallion. I'm talking about your neighbor, your aunt, your cousin. You know what I'm saying? The lady down the street, the man down the street, whatever it is. When we start saying free, you know, it's like it doesn't affect you because it's not you. You know, but think about that, man. If that happened to somebody in your family, man, like come on, bro. Like that shit is goofy, man.
I feel like people just really like to dislike Megan, just to say bad things about her because she's really pretty, she's talented, she's got a beautiful body, and I feel like that just, or like some guys she probably turned down, and I don't know.
No, I think most of the people that dislike her, they don't even know her. So it can't be a guy that she turned down. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I mean, this is a sign of the time. This is a sign of the time. And this is going to be one of those things where I can guarantee you if I went on right now to Instagram, this shit is probably all over the place.
Yeah, everywhere now. It is. Megan's trending.
Wow.
But Big Moy did respond to you because you asked him, has he been in prison before? Moy 14 says he's never been to prison, just county. But simple rules you should know if you're in the streets. If you piss standing up, it gets on the rim of the street. It cancels Xmas for you, Christmas for you.
Yeah, if it gets on the rim of the seat, you said, right?
Yeah, you will get packed out for it.
Yeah, man.
That crazy?
Can't be dirty.
Yeah, can you imagine how many people in our bathroom here get fucked up for where our bathroom looks?
Oh man, I would have been stabbed already.
Oopsie. You'd be getting the ass whooped if you were just in our bathroom here. Man, like wipe that sink up, man. What you doing, bro?
Like military, they gotta be a man in there, I guess.
Yeah, man. So we'll come back to it if anything switches up on the live side, man. But just kind of recapping right now, man. Tory Lanez stabbed in prison. At the moment that we're looking at right now, man, he was attacked by another inmate. The motive is unclear. Injuries appear to be non-life-threatening from TMZ, that is. Other websites, you know, other sites, they got him in critical condition. Rushed to a civilian hospital in Bakersfield for treatment. Of course, as we know, Tory Lanez serving a 10-year sentence for the 2020 shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. Album was coming. You know what I'm saying? I already had the prison tapes that was dropping. Last week, he had some pictures out of him and his buddies on the yard. And it looked like, you know, I mean, it looked like he was programming well from what we can see. You know what I'm saying? But I did see when, you know, last year in September, they took his equipment when he was trying to record the prison tapes. And then there was another video that went out with him. They said he was doing some vocals. He was shooting a video and he was just talking to somebody on live. And you saw a fight break out. So he's very, you know, Tehachapi is very active. And he's right there, you know what I'm saying? What it looked like, you know, where the action is going down at, and somebody made a move on him, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for somebody to really take, at the moment, if we're looking at attacked by another inmate, and that inmate hasn't been identified yet, or specific circumstances of the stabbing have not been released, whoever stabbed him didn't care. And if it's one of them things now, as we're speaking, if it's one of those things right now that said the attacker's identity is no information, that means also whoever was around, if he was on a yard, you know, they turned around. You know what I'm saying?
That's what our comments were saying, that the guards are the dirtiest. They know what's going on.
I'm saying it could be the guards, it could be the inmates, but whatever it is, for somebody to not say, "Hey, man, he stabbed Tory."
Yeah, it's true.
He dealing with something that I understand. From what I would understand, he dealing with something bigger than somebody just having this kind of problem. Because it was either, I don't know if they stabbed him somewhere and it was isolated, or if they really got him on the yard. But whatever it is, that's some that's this kind of shit. And everybody else is like, nah, man.
Damn.
Yep.
And then Big, I don't know too much. I don't know how to pronounce the name of this prison, but Nat Turner is saying, is it Tehachapi?
Tehachapi.
Tehachapi, and she said at level 4. What is he doing at level 4?
They got Tory on the level 4?
That's what the comment says, but I don't really know. Level 4 must be bad.
What does that even mean?
That's like
levels?
a yard.
Oh, okay.
Where level 4 sounds crazy. But
That's
I guess what is it?
too.
Is it the gun violence or whatever it is? But damn.
So you got to be like you got to do something really bad to
he walk in the yard with, if he's level 4, then he walk in the yard with killers.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hell yeah, man.
Now we know.
Yeah, I won't even go to the gate and be like, hey, what's happening? I'll be like, yeah, I'm fuck that. Hell yeah, they be like, Big, we want you to visit some prisons. Like, what level? Level 4. No, I'm not gonna do that. Nah. I'm gonna run on back to these juvenile halls that I go to. Try to help some of these kids on this level. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers, some of them are career. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are career.
Somebody said he could have just been extorted and he kind of stopped paying.
That could be too.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. He got the bread.
There's so many different factors, bro. It's crazy.
I think it's got something to do with that song.
Really though?
Yeah. Because I was looking at the lyrics and it just.
You mean this long ass song?
Yeah.
I ain't got time for that. Jason, you got to schedule a whole nother live for me to do all this shit. Like, Jesus Christ, I ain't trying to break this down, man. I got to take my son's car to get his tire repaired. Yeah, he got like a bubble in his tire, so I gotta get on. I ain't got time.
Okay,
Don't be so mad. He's gonna stab you.
You found something?
Here's one lyric that could piss some people off. Here we go. Looking at the warden like I got more money than you.
Oh yeah.
Ninja want to go to war? I'll have him on the menu.
Yeah.
Damn. See, he rapping about prison.
Dog, if I respect you, I won't say shit to offend you. Know it's on and popping day. I hope about this venue on God.
Yep.
Yeah.
Richest ninja in the prison.
Yep.
I ain't gotta diss you.
See, that's what it is, man.
Damn.
And
I
right
can
here,
dismiss you or make.
Where it says, take these chains off of me and free me. Take this pain away from me and free me. I wish a motherfucker would stab me on the yard. I wish a motherfucker would stab me on the yard.
There you go.
I was gonna say.
I'm like,
Hey, dude, Wack was like, there it is.
No.
Your Honor, point blank period.
But let me tell you, man. I remember I was with Mike Tyson one day. Pick that up. Drop the name. Hello. I was with Mike Tyson one day, right? And you know, Mike was locked up. And so Mike Tyson, everybody know, boom, that's fucking Mike Tyson. The same way with Tory Lanez, you know, that's Tory Lanez on the yard kind of thing. So whenever somebody kind of touched the yard, whatever it is, you know who this person is. So Mike Tyson is fucking Iron Mike Tyson, right?
Yeah.
And so he's telling me this story about when, you know, he's not taking care of people because he's scared of them, but you know, people books are low, so on and so forth. People got a situation. That's Mike Tyson.
When he was locked up, when
he was locked up in prison. But he told me the story when he got home.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So he's, you know, this person borrow. So he said, you know, certain people he would give money to, but this dude borrowed some money from him. So Mike Tyson was like, hey, where's that money at? And he said it was a brother. You know what I'm saying? And so the dude was like kind of like fronting Mike Tyson off. This is Iron Mike Tyson, right? And so Mike went at him again, like, you know, hey, you know, where's my money? You know, you owe me that money. You know? And so the dude told him, yeah, I got your money. So Mike was like, all right, cool. He said, where's my money? He said, N-word, your money's up on the roof. And so that's a sign of disrespect because as an inmate, Mike Tyson don't have access to the roof. So he's telling Mike Tyson, man, fuck you and fuck your money. So when he said that to Mike Tyson, Mike, you know, that's Mike Tyson. Mike said he wanted to whoop dude's ass, but everything was against Mike actually going fisticuffs. You know what I'm saying? So he couldn't whoop on dude. So he said it was this white dude that stood up. It was like, totally said, and Mike know this story. He said, Mr. Tyson, if I beat him up for you, would you pay me the money, some money that he owe you? And Mike Tyson was absolutely. He said that white boy beat the dog shit out that dude. Yeah, man. So I say that to say these are codes and shit that's going down. And you know that we like you sit up and hey, so you call your homeboy, oh, you fucking bitch, and they're like, you know. So there's just codes. Like your money, like when he said your money on the roof, Mike told us what Tyson told us exactly what that meant. That's disrespectful. Like, bro, you know we don't have roof access.
Yeah.
So Yeah, you shitting on me right now. So no telling what the code is, but whatever it is, I mean, Tory Lanez didn't trip and fall and landed on a fucking metal rod or rusty knife.
Yeah,
that shit was planned. It was calculated. It was meticulous. It was carried out, and I would be extremely. Just hitting the gate for me, I would be in fear of my life. But I would be extremely in fear now, because did they poke Tory Lanez as a warning, or was that a kill shot?
That's true.
That's what it is. And are you going back home to where they got you at? Or are you gonna switch prisons? And then if you switch prisons, no telling what's going down.
Who's
because
there?
You switch prisons, that's just like, okay, well, the kite go there now.
Yep.
You know, you're not running from this shit. You know, so I'm hoping, I'm wishing brother well, man. And thank you guys for hanging out with us live, man. And like we were saying, this is very, you know, the news is breaking. Tory Lanez stabbed in prison. We've been refreshing all morning, you know, and like I said, there's just some certain things that, you know, with my being in radio for this long and being in entertainment and being, you know, a voice of our genre as well, I don't need to be first. You know what I'm saying? I try to be as accurate as I can. So I don't know exactly where this dude's health is at or whatever it is, but I'm not going to come out and say some goofy shit. Only thing is what I know is what TMZ said, and I can backstory about, you know, he's doing 10 years, things of that nature.
Right.
What's happening, Mama?
Oh, sorry. I was just showing him a headline because I was looking to see if there was a new update on TMZ, but TMZ updated it with Diddy saying Diddy is reportedly reading the Bible in court during a sex trafficking trial. Yeah. I was just like, you gotta read this
motherfucking right.
Why was he reading?
I would have the Bible, the Torah, the Quran. I would have everything there. Just sitting there, man.
Sure it's not the Kama Sutra, bro?
Yeah, man. I would do morning gangyo with a butsudan and chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, whatever I could do.
I would have a sick ass rosary, dog.
Santa Maria
Hell yeah. Like, man, where you get that at? Like, yeah, I went to a funeral back in 88.
He got ash in his forehead?
Yeah, man. He come here. You know, the ash thing is the, okay. I thought take that away. All right, man. We're gonna get on out of here, man. We'll be back tomorrow live with the breaking news for Diddy. But thank you guys for hanging out with us, man. And if you're watching Big Boy TV, and for everyone that commented and everybody that's watching the live right now, the content, man, thank you guys. And for those out there, man, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so. You know what I'm saying? And tell people that we got great material and great things right there at Big Boy TV. And for everybody that jumped in on the comments as well, thank you guys for sharing that, man. And those that knew a little bit more about what was going on, thank you for, you know, bringing us up to speed on that. And Tory Lanez, once again, bro, Tory, I've known Tory. Tory's been in the neighborhood. He's never had any ill will towards me. I don't have any ill will towards him. He's been sentenced. He's going to serve out his prison sentence, and that's what he have to handle. And he got to handle his own thing with God. And it's not for me to be in a position to go ahead and tear somebody down. You know what I'm saying? So I just wish him the best, and I wish him his life, and I wish him safety.
Yes.
You know, but thank you guys for hanging out with us. Big Boys Neighborhood, YouTube Live. We gone. Hello. I'm just